Bobby.
Get your ass in the damn ring, Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby. Propane. Okay, so here's the Guns N' Roses car. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my. It's going off the rails.
It did go off the rails. What the fuck? Did we get beat by a Willy Wonka car?
We got beat by Monster Energy. Damn it.
Wow. Menards beat us? Really? Menards?
What in the fuck is a Menard?
That's a clusterfuck crash. It's a clusterfuck NASCAR crash. Full of savings down here at Menards.
Yeah. Oh, everyone divert.
And then it's on.
Yeah, it didn't take much.
Yeah, you're right. It didn't take much.
Having trouble holding on to it, and as soon as that four.
Well, that was an embarrassing fucking way for that to go.
Unfortunately, turned him right into the 12.
Let me ask you something. Would it have been would you rather them win or like it at least caught on fire when it crashed?
I want to see some fire, man.
Yeah, me too. I think it would have been better if it at least caught on fire. If we're gonna go down, we need to go down to blaze of glory, not this forgettable.
Chase Elliott, Daniel.
I've had worse wrecks than that with Rick Dunsford driving.
Yeah, you gotta go like Ricky Bobby style and just run over your car and think you're on fire, but you're not. You know.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about the Daytona 500, the NASCAR incident, and I don't know, a lot more bullshit from this band.
Yeah.
We got a lot to do. We got a lot to talk about today because today is it's get in the fucking ring.
Get in the ring, motherfucker. Let's hit that intro.
Listen, motherfuckers, to the show that you be heard. Download on your smartphone the show that you deserve. Streaming fucking bullshit, you know that's what we are. Podcast full of madness, isn't that absurd?
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Episode 209. Yeah, 209 of Guns N' Radio. And we are getting in the ring this week. It's our song for this episode, for this week here on Guns N' Radio. We're going to get to that later on in the show. And we have a bit of a fight theme going on later on. But
we do. We got plenty of stuff to talk about in this episode. So let's start off with the depressing issue.
Yeah.
The Daytona 500. So Guns N' Roses gets a car, sponsors a car in the Daytona 500, which is probably the redneck equivalent of an ad at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So they probably spent all of $1,000 on this. Now, Franz pointed something out to us. He was actually watching the redneck circle jerk, and I chose not to. Yeah. Anyway, so they aired.
That's pretty apropos.
This is the thing. Now, in all seriousness, this is probably a pretty expensive project. You out of the blue, Guns N' Roses gets a car. Why? Or not? We don't know. There's no album coming for sure. There's no tour announced. There's rumors of a tour from us deep within the community, but to the outside world, no.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hey, it says Guns N' Roses. Well, then during the game, they aired a commercial with a world tour coming soon. Go to gunsandroses.com. Let's show that video real quick. First off, before I shit all over this, let's look at the video that Franz made because this is hilarious. His editing on it.
Yeah. Let me lower the volume on it. Here we go.
This summer, they are coming back.
You know where you are?
For you.
You're in the jungle, baby.
Guns N' Roses live. World Tour 2023.
And it's a cool ad.
It is,
I think I saw Rick Dunsford getting dragged away in the in the crowd there.
Gunsandroses.com for more info.
And then see?
And then that's what happens when you go to gunsandroses.com.
Dude, for
Nothing.
real. Nothing. Because I even was like, oh shit, so the tour announcement was true. And I went to check. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? There's nothing there. There still is nothing there as we're recording this.
LOL TNA.
Yeah, I was gonna go lol TNA. Like TNA didn't even advertise their fucking house shows. That's why like 5 people showed up.
LOL Team Brazil.
It's
That's
like,
gonna be
yeah,
our
we have
new
a tour,
hashtag.
but you're gonna have to find the dates through Morse code and some weird viral marketing campaign.
I don't get it, man. You have one job, like you manage one band. The
Yeah.
least you could do, if you can't, you can at least get the tickets ready to be sold.
Yeah, or at least like in this day and age, you can just probably show on social media. It's like let's make an announcement about an announcement that's gonna happen anyways. Everyone fucking does that now.
Yeah,
Like,
well, that could be the announcement for the announcement. When you go to gunsandroses.com, if you're not able to sell tickets yet, you at least have a list of cities.
yeah,
And then people can go in and get a reminder email sent. And that's a good way to build up a newsletter list and things
yeah,
like that
something, anything.
to drive my, but they don't have.
It's just dumb. It's like if like it's okay.
I
You want
didn't
to
even graduate marketing. Okay.
Yeah, it's not hard. Like you should have just said like, stay tuned to whatever or social media or something for like announcement or like actually maybe announce the dates like the weekend of or something. And then you can like or just like even throw off a list of like random cities. Like people like, no, okay, they're coming here, and then we're gonna announce the dates of when we're coming to those cities or something.
But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen with his customers. Like, there's a lot of people watching right now that are probably drunk and would
Hmm.
have impulse bought tickets on their phone.
Yeah.
And like, they're watching Daytona 500. Oh, guys, we're going to Guns N' Roses. Oh, look, they're in our city. You guys want to go? Let's all go. Fuck it. Yeah, let's get tickets. Yeah, Guns
Absolutely.
N' Roses tickets. Let's get back to the game. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But now they're like, oh, I guess you can't buy them yet. They'll go on sale later. Okay, that'll be neat, and they'll never think of it again.
Yeah, literally. Or at least be like, announce a pre-sale or something. Anything.
Yeah, they royally failed. All of that advertisement was a waste of fucking money.
Yeah, it was just like miscommunicated, obviously, because they made it seem like, oh, we already announced the tour. Oh, check out the cities and dates, whatever. And then there was like only like the one show they announced for fucking London at the end of June. Like it makes no sense.
It makes no sense because even you, like, you're born into a family of entrepreneurs.
Hmm.
Like, you've got a little bit of that, surely, just defaulted, in how you think.
Yeah.
So of course it makes sense and I flunked out of marketing, and it makes sense the fuck to me. But the difference is I wasn't a janitor turned goddamn marketing expert fucking manager for the biggest fucking band in the goddamn world.
Yeah, the last great arena band that's probably still around.
Because really, like, I mean, we got housekeepers and janitors running this motherfucker.
You got assistants running this shit. Yeah.
And,
Assistant to the assistant regional manager.
assistant to the assistant. The
Literally at
assistant
this
to the
point.
assistant to the manager.
Yeah. It's like C tier shit. It's like not even C tier. C tier is like a compliment. It's like D tier bullshit. Like, why?
Because they don't know what they're doing, in all fairness.
Yeah, it's just dumb. It's like, oh yeah, or at least like let's say like check gunsandroses.com for dates. Be like world tour, or you can be like anticipate the hype, like dates coming soon or something, or like at least say like we're doing like you said world tour. Okay, they're doing the whole friggin' world in a year. No, the world tours last like 2-3 years. So
I don't know. I thought it was a dumb waste of money.
yeah, it's if you can't communicate the message properly, you shouldn't waste your money on shit like this. That's what I'd say.
And I don't even think that's us being cynical assholes. That's just us bringing a common sense to the bullshit.
it is common, like, how things can get easily, like, sort of misinterpreted, manipulated in some ways too. I just don't get it. Like, communicate the message effectively, and there you go. Like, if you already announced your dates, sure, no problem. We'll build more hype for it with a TV ad. It's worked.
Let me ask you something, Chris.
What's that?
Let's say your family is expanding your family business, okay? And we're going to the next town.
Yeah.
Not even that, because the next town can just come over. We're going a reasonable amount further away.
Mhm.
I don't know the expansion, how that works. But so you've got the building just about figured out.
Yeah.
So you buy a fucking billboard on the interstate
Yeah.
with the address of your new restaurant. Okay? Your motherfucker restaurant ain't gonna open for another 6 months.
Yeah.
Now, how many people gonna be pissed off when they get there from the billboard on the interstate?
Oh, a lot. Everyone.
And how many people would go back?
Not
None.
many.
It's the
Very
same
few.
premises, man. Like, people are watching the race, they're going there to the website. Oh, you can't even buy them yet. Oh,
Yeah.
oh well.
There's not even a list of dates or anything. Like, at least have a list of something. Be like, okay, notify me for pre-sale. At least get people who maybe would be interested. You gotta. It's like stats. You gauge interest that way instead of just throwing up a fucking TV ad. Yeah, that's cool. This isn't fucking 1987.
Yeah. Yeah, people got a much shorter attention span nowadays.
Exactly. If you gotta hook their interest somehow. Like, even if it was that, like, go to gunsroses.com, get notified for pre-sale or something. Okay, cool, sure. Like, that would, I mean, like, kind of work if like someone wasn't like a GNR fan like us, and like we weren't like constantly in the know. People were like, oh wow, maybe maybe get into this band, whatever. Notify for pre-sales or something.
Most people don't have a GNR podcast.
That's true. There's only 3 of us.
But yeah, the Daytona 500 conundrum is not the only thing we're going to talk about tonight.
Yeah. I think we finally have a name for our next season then, I think.
The Daytona conundrum.
The Daytona incidents.
The NASCAR. I'd have to think about that one a little
NASCAR nincompooperi. I don't know. That's even a fucking word. NASCAR nonsensical bullshit. That's too many words.
No, nincompooperi is what it is. I just imagine you got the Three Stooges running this band.
I mean, at this point, there's at least 2. They need a 3rd one.
Fernando's with his bed over there. Like, what are we gonna do there, Mo? It'd be funny if Beto talked like, "Hey, you wise guy, see." Who would the Three Stooges be in Team Brazil? We got Beto, Fernando.
Yeah.
Who would the third be? Gio?
I don't know. Is there?
I feel like Gio's just a guy doing his job.
Yeah, no, he's just security. I don't know. I wouldn't call him a stooge. He just takes orders.
I'm not gonna call him a stooge. I think he's just
bitch.
a guy. I just think he's a guy doing his job.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else we got on the dais? What else is coming up? What are we going to talk about?
Well, since we are getting in the ring, we might as well get a little fight theme going on here. We have a couple things. I don't know what you want to start off with first.
That's a very good question. I think we should let's watch the cartoon first.
Yeah, so we figured we had this one planned for a while, like when the song came up in the wheel, whatever. We watch Axl Rose versus Slash in the Celebrity Death Match.
This is never one of my favorite shows, by the way.
It was all right here and there. I mean, it did get revived for a little bit at one point. It was very much like a product of the 90s.
Yeah. I
In a way,
mean,
it's very like edgy and all that jazz, you know.
and all that good shit.
All right, go trip out.
So we have found and will be partaking in the episode of Celebrity Deathmatch. We don't know what year would this come out. Maybe
Somewhere this is in the first run, so it's probably like very late 90s, maybe like in 2000. I don't know.
There you go, sometime like that.
Yeah.
So if you're listening on any other platform, come over to Spotify.
You can watch the video, baby.
Yeah.
Turn to the limelight.
I'll crank it down because it sounds like shit.
Yeah.
There's our avatar of Axel there.
Yeah.
Which I don't think
claim
it looks like.
a little bit. I mean, like, I think they predicted the future because he kind of has like slight dreads there.
Now Slash's is pretty in.
Get in the ring. And Slash is drunk. It's like, oh, guys, do I have to do this?
No, I think you can't see because of his hair is the joke they're making.
That and the sunglasses.
Yeah.
Just get it on.
All right, let's see what ridiculousness will.
Ooh, suplex.
That's one of my signature moves. The twist your head till it spins around. What the?
All your crafty albums. Stop appearing on Hollywood Square. I was never on Hollywood Square. Well, I'm sure you will be soon.
What?
Throw the face with the anesthesia. Zombie.
I don't know. I feel like watching this like they had a good idea, but they didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Like this feels very much like a poorly written episode.
By the way, are you allergic to King Cobra venom?
I like that he's like fucking Mary Poppins digging shit out of his hat.
Oh, he's doing the serpentine dodging fucking tranquilizer darts over here. Oh, nobody calls him that.
So look, Johnny. Really? Nah. Remember how you needed a little patience, Axel? Well, how'd you like to be a patient in a hospital?
Ooh, oh wow, okay.
That is one rock and roll reaper. But did he miss his target?
Oh.
Johnny. You know where you are, Axel? You're in the jungle, baby.
It makes me think of I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know. This would be an interesting fight. Who do you think would really win in an actual fight?
I don't know. Well, they both have to be sober, so I mean, because Slash drunk would automatically lose.
Or win.
But you never know. Maybe.
Do one of those Mikey Whipwreck things where he happens to fall over and it knocks off a guitar stack, and then the guitar stack falls on Axel while he drunkenly lands somewhere safe.
Ancient Scottish soldiers wearing kilts such as Axel's always carried a dagger strapped to their ankle. Tradition has it that once a soldier removes it from its scabbard, he can't put it back without drawing blood, even if it's his own.
It's a scissors, Nick.
Oh, that must be a different tradition.
He's cutting his hair. Why?
Axel's doing he's cutting all of Slash's hair, which was giving him his only leg up in the match here.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Is that what Slash looks like?
I used to love you, but now I have to kill you. First, I'm gonna torture you.
Oh.
And Axel sprinkles red hot habanero pepper sauce on Slash's most sensitive organ. What kind of cruel...
So he stripped his head off and he's putting hot sauce on his brain. Would that do anything?
I don't know. And then he's got Ben. What are you giving this man a brain massage?
How about if I make you an omelet? I don't believe it.
Oh.
You know, you have the same glands in your asshole that you have in your mouth that makes you taste spicy.
You can taste it and shit it out.
That's why it burns when you shit it out.
That's very true.
He's no longer a hell-raising rock star. He's an 8-year-old with a hankering for ups and crap.
Ah,
Flash has made paper dolls out of Axel.
Oh my god.
Flash is the winner.
How do you have no brain? Fuck.
he does a lot with no brain, in all fairness.
Yeah, that's very true.
Tara and Robin, man.
The ultimate himbo, Saul Hudson.
Yeah. Yeah, but hopefully you out there haven't scrambled your own brains too much by fucking around and not getting your taxes and shit done on time. I filed with TurboTax this year. 2 weeks, man. It took less than an hour to file federal and state. I got it sent out 2 weeks later. I had both my federal and my state. My federal actually came a week before my state did. But within 2 weeks, I was done. Don't have to think about taxes again. Get everything printed out, locked back up in the vault where it goes. And I mean, that's the end of my tax story. I mean, we love talking about music and we want to talk about anything but taxes. So now we don't have to. All you got to do is click the link in the description of this podcast, go to TurboTax, and see how good it feels to not think about taxes. So I promise you it's awesome.
Feels pretty good.
What is next on our list? Because you found another video that stars one of our good friends on this show here.
Yeah. I believe this was sent to us by this man himself.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it? Well, let's take a look here. Let me get the video pulled up here. Because apparently Vince Neil, he got in a fight with one Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, good
you
friend
know
of GNR. I was doing research and I just noticed this now. Yeah.
First off, my question is, why is Nicolas Cage hanging out with these young rock stars or these old rock stars?
Yeah, I think he like low key wants to be one, and he still does for some reason.
I mean, no.
Yeah, it's like all these sports guys want to be rappers, and rappers want to be sports guys. I think it works for like actors that were big like in the 80s and 90s.
Well, anyway, we're going to take a look here at this video. So apparently this is Nicolas Cage. And there's our boy Vince Neil.
Yep.
All right, what's happening? Oh, is he kissing him?
Oh, maybe. Give him whisper him sweet nothings.
Yeah. Well, there's the video. Let's take a look real close here.
Yeah.
So what did you hear about this? Like, what is the word on the street from you, Chris? Like, what have you found out about this video?
I believe. I don't know. There's some altercation. I guess Vince Neil's going after I don't know, people close to GNR. I guess somehow seems like.
So he goes by. So the first one he picks is somebody that can't even stand the band, right?
Yeah. Yeah. 30 years ago he went after Izzy. Now he's going after their actor friends.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, whoa. Turn your damn phone off.
I'm getting a call. Hang on. Let's see who it is.
All right.
All right, you guys, I'm listening to your show, and I just want to say a couple of things about the video that you guys are talking about.
All right,
Okay?
give us some deets.
Okay, so if you look at the video, it's clearly they're not seeing the whole story. We're at the car, and
Mhm.
then all he does is he gives me a hug, and he's like, "Man, you're so cool, Vince. You're the coolest motherfucker in the world." And then this dude comes over, and he's like, "Hey, I want to hug Vince," and he was like, "Get away, Vince. He's my best friend." And that's what actually happened. We were just
Oh,
hugging it out, bro style, talking about being best friends. This guy wanted to be best friends with me too, and then Nicholas Cage, and then he kind of started kissing me in the mouth a little bit, and yeah, that's how that happened, man. I don't know why the media's got to twist everything and just say a bunch of bullshit that's not true.
oh, okay. If that's okay, I don't know why there was an exchange of swear words there. It seems like it looked slightly heated. I don't know. Um,
It does look a little heated, Vince.
yeah.
Man, that's just because that's the passion of having a buddy there, man. You never had a friend that was just like, bro, I love you so much, man. That's because you guys don't have real friends like I do.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't tell you to fuck off or something when, it looks
I
like,
agree.
yeah, Vince, I don't know, it looks like you, like, crashed a party. You look like a Florida man crashing a party that he's not even invited to. Um, I don't know what's going on here.
A Florida man crashing a party.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely looks like he's on some shit, so,
I mean, they definitely do look like they are having a little too much of whatever's going on.
yeah.
I tell you guys. I told you guys what's going on there. It's obvious Nicholas Cage just wants to be best friends with Vince now, like everybody else in the world, because I'm the coolest rock star ever. And he was like whispering in my ear, how it's like, Vince, you're so cool. You're the coolest rock star ever. And he's writing Motley Crue's my favorite band. Chris Caputo's an asshole. Like he was saying all that stuff right there, and it's on video. The people you hear yelling, that's the guy with the phone recording right there in the straight out of Compton shirt.
Okay.
Okay, if you say so, Vince.
Yeah, if you say so, Vince. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Nick Cage is more closer to Axel than you, though, to be honest. He was at their, like, big reunion show at the Troubadour, along with that guy who
Yeah.
snuck in the washroom.
Yeah, well, I hung up on him at this point.
Good.
But yeah, so I never knew that happened though, for real. And what were they really fighting about?
I like judging
Because
this whole TMZ thing. I think like, so they said like that. I think Nick Cage was signing like autographs for some chick, whatever, and Vince Neil pulls this chick or something, and they started like having it out or some shit.
over a chick.
Yeah, that's what it like. I found there's a clip on TMZ. They talked about it like a while back. I
Huh.
believe. I don't know. They're probably just something stupid. Knowing Vince Neil, he's probably just very drunk and doing dumb shit.
I'm surprised it didn't get me too'd over that then. I mean, seriously, in this day and age,
Yeah,
keep bump into somebody
it's true. I mean,
with your favors.
very true.
But yeah, that was a wild find for the Get in the Ring episode.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like we did theorize that Vince Neil is just really wants that match with Axel still, and he's just going after anyone associated with GNR.
We've talked about that in the past. That's funny. How far down? You know, like how far? I think it's like Scotland or something. They tell you how far you are from the crown. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
something like that. Yeah,
It's kind of like that. How far you get from the crowd. From the crown at this point, Vince is at starting shit with Nicolas Cage.
yeah, because he's close with the dude with Axel and shit.
I mean, in 2 weeks he'll be fucking with us,
Yeah.
and then he's showing up at Jeff's house.
He's showing up at Rick Dunsford's house drunk.
No, he wouldn't find that. He wouldn't find that. I can promise you that.
You know this man.
If he went to try to find Rick's house, he'd get lost and die
Yeah.
of starvation in the fucking wilderness before he got there.
You finally made it, Khrushchev, in that locker, you son of a bitch.
Because even I can't find that motherfucker half the time. I have to call him and like, yo, bro, here's where I'm at. Tell me how to get there again.
Drop a pin, man.
This is bullshit.
Oh shit.
But yeah. What's next?
I mean, there's not much else we have right now.
Yeah, we don't really have any other GNR news or any other rock news to talk about at this point.
Yeah, so I guess there is a tour, but they already fumbled the bag announcing it. So
yeah, can't wait to see how they fuck that up.
yeah, we get some fucking new music or something. Like the only noticeable thing about that like commercial there, like the logo looked like the Guns N' Roses logo looked slightly different, kind of ish. I don't know. Because it was like the same like GNR font, whatever, but it had like it had like some like black background to it. It kind of looked like the old Sex Pistols logo, I think.
Kind of like the spaghetti incident shit.
Maybe.
They had a lot of it. Looked like one of the older alternate.
Yeah, that's what I was
definitely
thinking.
Seen it before. Like I think it was from Spaghetti Incident or some of the promotional material for the around that time.
Mm-hmm. It definitely looks better than the freaking overused bullet logo, to be honest.
Yeah. Not ours though. We took that motherfucker for ourselves.
Yeah, which I get it. Like the bull logos, it's iconic, it's classic, but it's like you gotta fucking like reinvent the wheel here, man. I don't know. Just start using like the old Chinese democracy logos that were never used.
Yeah, they didn't use half of those, did they? There were like 6 of them.
Yeah, like the old 2-1 where it had like in the sort of like Chinese font, and then like the one they actually used from the album cover with like the arch and just the letters.
Yeah, that was really cool with the wheat.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that was wheat on it till I was getting that motherfucker tattooed on me, and then I was like, "Huh, that is wheat." But my tattoo artist called it the wheat on the side.
The wheat.
And I was like, the what?
The wheatus on the side?
And I went, oh shit, it is wheat. Oh, good call.
Good, very good call. Yeah.
I love my tat, man. Lick did a good job.
Shout out.
Shout out to you, my dog. But everybody else, but the guy that did the tattoo on my back, I'll punch your ass in the face. I'll kick your ass. I'll fucking kill you if I ever see you again.
Yeah, fuck you.
If I thought I'd get away with it. That motherfucker, his ass can get in the ring.
Get in the ring.
Get in the ring, motherfucker.
Get in the ring, motherfucker.
And I'm going to tell you something, brother. If your ass ever come up in here and you want to mess with Hulkamania, starts out all nice and smooth.
Yeah. I don't think the song was ever played live, which kind of sucks.
It's not one I've listened to very much. I think I listened to a piece of it today. Really? I hadn't heard this in years.
I think it's a very underrated track. I really like it.
So far. Is that Duff singing with Axl?
Yeah, Duff I think is on backing vocals because this was originally I think Duff wrote like the origin of the song was written by Duff. It was originally called "Why You Look at Me When You Hate Me," which they used for the opening line there.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the facts too here. Sorry.
I read somewhere that Axl just butchered it, I guess, and changed it all together from what Duff had made.
Yeah. Originally written by Duff McKagan is Why You Look at Me When You Hate Me. The song is a message from Guns N' Roses to the rock and roll journalists of the early 90s who, according to Axl, were spreading lies about the band for publicity and ripping off the fans with BS stories. It's also notorious for its amount of swearing. Yes, we know that. What else do I have here for song facts? So in the beginning there, the chant of "Get in the Ring" was actually recorded at a concert in the early part of the Use Your Illusion tour. So shout out to the audience at Saratoga Springs on June 10, 1991. You made it to a Guns N' Roses album.
Only in Guns N' Roses does the Illusion tour begin while the album is still being recorded.
Yeah. Well, I think at that point it was probably still like in the mixing mastering stages. Because it was released like 3 months after.
Well, obviously, the tour was going on in a position to where a new piece could be recorded and added to the mix before it came out.
Yeah. I think, yeah. So I guess they're putting like polishing touches on the song still while they said, let's just start the tour anyways, build up the hype, get some money to finish the shit off.
But that's cool to me, though, that they were able to do that. That to me is really neat. So, I mean, that's the power of having management.
Yeah, good management. Because at least then you could at least get a single or two, get the hype rolling.
Yeah.
Understand why the fuck you even care. And I don't need your jealousy. Why drag me down in your misery? When you say you don't think I feel it.
I mean, I'm enjoying it so far.
Oh,
Is Izzy involved in this at all?
Yeah, so this was well, yeah, he was part of the Illusions albums. He wasn't credited as a writer though. That was Axel Duff and Slash are credited as writers on the song.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it back to you in spades. When I'm having fun, I can't conceal it. 'Cause I know you're never good at it in my game. Oh no.
Maybe it'll help if we get some lyrics in.
Okay, yeah, I'll start from the first verse here. So why you look at me when you hate me? Why should I look at you when you make me hate me too? Oh, sorry, make me hate you too. I was like, what? Damn it, scripted lyrics. I sense a smell of retribution in the air. I don't even understand why the fuck you even care. And I don't need your jealousy. Yeah, why drag me down in your misery?
Bitch.
Bitch. We'll
All
get
right.
more into it and I'll read some more lyrics after.
All right. I'll save my thoughts for my final thought.
You're talking about homosexuality, yeah. I've been writing down your obituary. It's a
You got the vision with the silicone injections, crystal bed and yeast infections, bleach blonde hair, constant injections. Who are you to criticize my intentions? Subtle manipulated devices, just like you. I got my vices. I got a thought that would be nice. I'd like to crush your head tight in my vice.
Okay, so this is a reminded me of a companion piece to "You Could Be Mine."
In a way, kind of, yeah.
I'm getting some very "You Could Be Mine" vibes. I feel like the things that this song does right, you Could Be Mine also does right.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah, they're both very like hard, heavy, or sort of rock songs.
Yeah.
In a way, both about like different things, but I think very good in their own ways.
Why don't you read us that Axel sounds like a robot part?
Okay, so that's the bridge there. So he goes, you got your bitches with the silicone injections, crystal meth, and yeast infections, bleach blonde hair, collagen lip injections. Who are you to criticize my intentions? Got your subtle manipulative devices, just like you. I got my vices. I got a thought that would be nice. I like to crush your head tight in my vice. Kind of a little rappery there. Interesting.
You fuck with me, I'll fuck your mother.
Yeah. Maybe there's some unused lyrics from a Tastes Good Donut. Who knows?
This whole song is just a big Frankenstein. It would make sense. It kind of sounds like it would be a big Frankenstein.
Kind of,
cover.
yeah.
We're not even halfway through this either.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit
Well,
play.
we're right about to get to the best part too, the diss track part of it. So
Yeah, we've got some facts coming after that. So let's
Mhm.
get to the next section, I guess.
here we go.
And that goes for all you punks in the press that want to start shit by printing lies instead of the things we said. That means you, Andy Sesser at Hit Parader, Circus Magazine, Mick Wall at Kerrang, Bob Guccione Jr. at Spin. What, you pissed off because your dad gets more pussy than you? Fuck you! Suck my fucking dick! You be ripping off the fucking kids while they be paying their hard-earned money to read about the bands they want to know about? Printing lies, starting controversy. You want to antagonize me? Antagonize me, motherfucker! Get in the ring, motherfucker! And I'll kick your bitchy little ass! Punk!
Okay, I think we can pause for a minute.
Yeah.
So let's look at some of the people that was named here
Yeah.
and called out in this section.
Yeah. So he calls out Andy Sesher at Hip Parader magazine. He calls out the entirety of Circus magazine. Mick Wall, who wrote for Kerrang magazine, and I think also wrote like a book about Guns N' Roses as well. I don't know if it was around this time or after, way after.
Huh.
Which is interesting, and I think he saved probably the best for last. Bob Guccione Jr.,
Yeah.
who is the son of the Bob Guccione Sr., I guess, who's the founder of Penthouse. Was it Penthouse?
Oh, okay. I believe. No, that was Larry Flint. No. Larry Flint was Hustler.
Let me see.
I don't remember.
Do
I will say though, I've got
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah, Bob Guccione Jr. father was the founder of Penthouse, and he made the joke that, oh, your dad gets more pussy than you, because he basically wrote like a competitor to Playboy.
Okay.
And the best part is, like, Bob Guccione Jr. is like, yeah, I'll do it. And then Axel finds out he knows karate,
Yeah.
and he's like, nah.
Well, let me read this part. That's the part I'm getting to.
Yeah.
This came from HoustonPress.com is the website I'm reading it, this segment from. So according to an article on HoustonPress.com, shortly after Use Your Illusion 2's release, Bob Guccione, am I saying that right?
I believe it's Guccione. I'm going to say Bob
Guccione.
Guccione. He's muy bueno italiano.
So he sends a letter to Axel accepting his challenge, leaving it up to the singer to name a time, place, and a ring which would be gotten into. Axel never responded, in all likelihood, after finding out that Guccione had 9 years of fight training, while Axel's own combat experience was limited to punching unruly fans as they were being dragged away by security guards.
Which is like hilarious, but like also cold-blooded. Dude.
Yeah. Oh
It's
man.
cold fucking blooded, bro.
But yeah, what are the odds though that you but what was his problem with Hit Parader and Circus Magazine and Kerrang? What was
I guess maybe like with Hit Parader and Circus, I think they probably wrote some shit that he thought was untrue about the band, or probably just, I guess, with like the reporting of their stuff. But I can tell you about the whole Mick Wall thing.
Okay, tell me about that.
So at the time of the song's release, Mick Wall of Kerrang was thought to have been mentioned because of his book Guns N' Roses, the Most Dangerous Band in the World, which is a no-holds-barred collection of interviews and stories about the band. But Mick Wall denies this, claims the real reason was an interview he conducted in early 1990 that included Rose's threat to harm our so-called friend Vince Neil and Motley Crue after an incident involving, the thing with Neil's wife and Izzy Stradlin.
Huh.
So that's why I guess maybe Axel was like, I mean, that or whatever, but like, sure was legit, man. That would have been a great pay-per-view. Eddie Van Halen put money aside to have that to happen. That's the best fucking part, dude.
I would have watched that fight.
That whole thing. Eddie Van Halen's like, yeah, I'll put up money. We'll get this shit on pay-per-view, man. I would have paid $50 for that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And dude, some boxing promoter would have picked that up, would have been super safe with it, and we could have made some money. Everybody
Dude,
could
that
have
would
made
have,
some money.
yeah, that would have been like the predecessor to what you get now with these like, YouTube celebrities doing like boxing cards and shit. That would have been like the
Well,
originator of that.
the reason a lot of that shit happens now is because wrestling got popular in the 90s and in the 2000s. We all grew up and started looking at how that worked on the inside. Not
Mhm.
only that, but also how movies worked and things like that. And
Yeah.
then a whole generation of us figured out how to accomplish these things at home on our
Mhm.
own computers and make our own content. And that's why YouTube is a thing.
Yeah.
So, like, all of that shit is better today because, see, when the one thing that they've discovered today is that it's always a better story when somebody's willing to do the job.
Exactly.
And back then, I don't think nobody was willing to do the job, but today somebody will do the job. Look at that Tanakashi 6ix9ine, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a motherfucker that did the job to get the story.
Dude, he was literally popular for being a snitch.
I don't believe none of that, dude. I have a hard time believing any of that shit. Just about
Yeah.
it. There's so much I don't believe is true. I think everything has like a little bit of truth to it.
Oh, for sure. But they embellish it and like make it their own fucking thing,
Yeah.
Like that's what like, dude, all the stuff, boxing, MMA has taken inspiration from pro wrestling. Like you see at the press conferences, how they hype up fights and shit. Also, it's like, yeah, we're two dudes who just want to beat up each other. No, you want to sell fights, you gotta put some hate in there.
Yeah. Well, they
That's it,
keep
man.
saying, I keep hearing the football's rigged because everybody's mad that my boys, the Chiefs, beat them as bad as they did, which I'd have
Yeah.
been mad if I got beat by the Chiefs too.
Yeah.
But
There's a whole
anyway,
script, brother. Who knows? I mean, maybe. I think
I don't see how that would work with football though, because you have to catch the ball. There's too many people that have to
yeah.
be in just the right place at just the right time for these things you're scripting to work to actually work. That
Unless the refs are all calling the match on the fly.
it would just
Earpieces
be.
Earpieces.
Well, there would be so many people that would have to be in on it and trained and stuff like that on how to do it this way
Yeah.
that it'd just be easier and cheaper, and you'd make just as much money to just let them play football.
Exactly. At this point, like
That's
yeah.
why like sports. I don't know. Baseball's the same way.
Mhm.
Well, baseball is that one would be a little easier, I think, but you
Yeah,
get
you
what I'm
run this
saying.
play, this team runs that, whatever, opposite or something. There's some sort of fuckery and like rigged bullshit in all sports. Even if it's a fraction, there's always something.
There'll always, yeah. Well, I mean, a
Always
lot
is.
of it too is human error.
That too, but like all these these leagues and stuff are technically corporations or businesses at the end of the day, and more ratings, more ad revenue dollars, and whatever the network's going to get more. So that's what it really is. At the end of the day, if you can make this company money, they'll keep you on top for as long as possible.
Yeah. Oh, was you done with your with the Mick Wall story?
Oh, there's a little actually. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So shall we move on?
Yeah.
In the song?
Let's get more into the song.
This would make a great stage jam.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, we have maniacal action.
Joker Axel.
Joker Axel going on. It's making me think of a musical like Grease, and these are the bad guys.
Yeah, it's like the media
musical.
is all against me, bro.
Okay, think about the movie Grease, right? And it's like a musical. These are the bad guys, and the reason you know they're the bad guys is because they're wearing black leather jackets or sunshades or something.
Yeah.
And like that's the only thing. So the bad guys are coming in and they're like, oh yeah, you may not like our integrity, we build world. You know what I mean? Like in my head, I was that was a very easy thing to imagine. Was one of those fucking freaks.
I can kind of see that too, definitely. Where it's like, Axl versus the Media, the musical.
Yeah.
That'd make for a good one, actually.
Because it's even got this bullshit in it. Listen to this.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Just do some math. What's 850 divided by 6?
What was it, 5 members? Or actually, yeah, well, Dizzy Reed was there, so it'd be by 6, right?
Yeah.
Divided by 6. Was 141.66, whatever it keeps going on. So we'll round up to 142.
Okay. I don't go. You know what? That's fair. Okay. I can see each of those guys averaging at about 142 pounds.
Yeah, with all the drugs they did, they're probably like this.
Well, Axl will be a lot less, but then Dizzy would probably weigh a little more than Axl. I feel like Duff always kind of had a little bit of muscle to him.
Oh yeah, a tall boy with a 6-pack, really.
Yeah. Okay. I was checking his math. All right.
It kind of checks out.
Turns out the math kind of maths. Okay. Well, it's kind of hard to get in the ring when there's a whole piano in there. Could you maybe scoot that up? No. This is the part Izzy wrote.
Yeah.
This song is dedicated to all the Guns and fucking Roses fans that stuck with us through all the fucking shit. And to all those opposed, well...
Drunk Slash to end off your song.
Yeah.
I guess that was the fair trade-off. Act was like, listen, you can get drunk and end the song off. I do my world, and that's it.
I've got to tell you, I have not seen this much before, but I was not disappointed. Who's going first this week?
I'll let you go first this week.
All right, I'll give my final thoughts. What I was thinking was I really like the instrumental, and I think it would make a great jam, like between songs where Axl takes a break or something. And even if you had like one of those guest singers, like maybe even you could get Sebastian to come in and sing for a minute or some shit like that. That's okay. But like lyrically and stuff like that, I feel like I feel like I'm being too critical, but I wouldn't give a Duff song with these kind of lyrics a high rating at all.
Mm-hmm.
It would hurt it, so I've got to be fair on the lyrics. The lyrics are not the best, but I think this is more supposed to be a montage of. I think it's more supposed to be like a montage of different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it didn't feel like I was listening to a song. It felt like I was listening to a montage of here's this thing that happened. Here's our opinion on it. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah, it was basically like it was like a call out track almost, like Axl channeling his inner like sort of like early 90s rapper where they just like diss each other. And I think that's like kind of unique because you never really hear of shit like this in rock. It's more like thin veiled like one line jabs or something in a song.
But they also did a good job of world building, like when they were in the ring and the ring announcers announced, and you hear the crowd cheering and the ding ding and shit like that. You know, I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I'm gonna stop at 3. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. It's not my favorite by any stretch of the imagination, but it's also not my least favorite. I get what it is, and for a montage, it was a fun journey. It was a fun journey. I wouldn't want to ride down the road and listen to this. I want to be able to sing along with the shit that's going on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, for a road trip and driving by myself, it'd probably be a cool. That could work too. I don't know. It gets 3 stars. It's not one of my favorites. I'll probably not intentionally go visit it again.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
All right. I don't know. I feel like I'm like more glowing about this track. I love this song. Just because it's just like it's Axl being Axl. I guess at that time, like in the '90s, he was like, I don't give a fuck. I'll fight anyone, whatever. I'm a BMF. In that kind of vein, I do like this song. It's. I feel like it's a very like underrated song from the Illusions album. Like people like kind of like shit on the song. Yeah, I can see why maybe it doesn't really age well. But I feel like if you replace certain things in that little like part, or whatever, you could literally apply it to a lot of other things. Fuck this person, that whatever. You replace some shit there. You can make a more modern version of this song in a way that doesn't apply to like music journalists in the early '90s. I do like the song though. I like it. It's a good song. It's like something like something I listen to if I'm like like it's in that mood, or I'm just like I just want to like be like pissed off and like fight a motherfucker. You just put this on, kind of just like amps you up, or like it takes to another level. Even if I'm not even if I'm just in a good mood, just put this on and just to fucking yell, suck my fucking dick, whatever. Like, so like there's a few other songs too on the second User Illusion, which are a little interesting to say the least. Being a youngin' listening to Shotgun Blues, laugh my ass off when Axl says you can suck my ass. I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. But for me,
Axl's cussing was very awesome when we were little.
Yeah, it's just funny. It's like, wait, how do you suck an ass? And now I'm like almost 30. I'm like, yeah, everyone's obsessed with asses nowadays. It's just that's just society now. We're all ass men somehow. Billy Gunn paved the way in '98. So, yeah,
it's a good way to be.
Yeah, dude. For me though, I really like the song. It's definitely one of my favorites from the Illusions, both the double albums, especially from this second Illusion. Even though I'm still very much User Illusion 1 kind of guy. Like this is still one of the ones I always go to from User Illusion 2. So for me, it's gonna get a very high one. I'm gonna go 5 out of 5 just because I love it, and it's just like it's a good song to be like you just want to kick someone's fucking ass. And you're in that mood. You just crank this shit up on drive-in. This is a song I would.
That's the 5-star cheer.
Slash solo too. The great Slash solo. I love the guitar work on this song too. Everything about it. The intro's great. Yeah, I do see your point too, where it's like very montage-y in a way, like where it's.
I don't hate it for that. I don't hate that.
Yeah, but like I feel like it has a definite intro. It goes into its own thing. Sort of the main riff. It's very different. It's not like verse, chorus, verse. There's like all the stuff and then the big thing where he just calls everyone out.
I
love it.
I think too, I think it's kind of like a movie to where like maybe I would want to see it again, but it wouldn't be an everyday. Like I would get sick of this quick.
Yeah, here and there. You need a little dose of you want to fight a motherfucker. That's it. Put on, get in the ring.
Or if you're doing steroids and going to the gym, whatever.
Exactly. Or if your tax is really pissing you off, you say, "Mr. IRS man, get in the ring. You want to antagonize me? You want to antagonize me? Antagonize me, motherfucker."
That's right. So get TurboTax, and you can be the Axl Rose beating up the IRS.
Yeah, make those taxes suck your motherfucking dick.
Yeah, tell the IRS to suck your dick by
suck my
clicking the link in the
dick.
description.
It's the way he says it. It's like so casual. Suck my fucking dick.
You want to find out what we're doing next week?
Yeah, let's see who's gonna get in the ring next week here on Guns and Radio.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal that we've passed getting the ring because of the fact that we've had kind of something planned for so long.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's spin it. So we're getting next.
Highway 0, Izzy straddling.
Thank you, Ice-T.
Yes.
Good man.
Good.
I love Ice-T picks our songs now.
Yeah. Shout out to Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, that's Robo Ice-T.
Yes.
Somebody photoshopped me a RoboCop with Ice-T's face and the human.
Ooh. Photoshop
thing.
challenge for all you crazy folks out there.
Motherfucker died and he still had to go to work.
He's like the Dante of action heroes. I'm not even supposed to be here today. And I just found out my girlfriend's like 37 dicks. I still have yet to see Clerks 3. I gotta check that out, actually.
Oh man, I wonder how old Alexa. When was the 37th anniversary of Clerks?
From Wikipedia.org. The film was given a special advance screening at San Diego Comic-Con on July 20th, 2019, in celebration of the 25th anniversary of the release of Clerks.
Oh, okay. Alexa, stop. What year was Clerks released?
85?
I don't know. We'll figure this out after the show.
I believe it was 95.
We talked about doing a movie special spinoff podcast. Mm-hmm. That'd be a good one to watch.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm down for some Kevin Smith movies. I like a lot of his stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But next week is, what was it again? Highway 0?
Highway 0. Is there an actual highway that's actually 0? I don't know.
Well, you'll have to find out next week by coming back here to the Guns and Radio podcast. Be sure to go over to Shotcast Saturday. Are we done with this Duff McKagan shit over there yet?
This Saturday is the finale of our Tender Loving Duff month.
Oh, thank you fucking Christ.
Duff month, yes. The finale is this Saturday. We're ending off the month of February over on Shotcast, our little Duff month, coming through slowly but surely. The song from Tenderness. We're ending it off with one I've actually listened to like 2 or 3 times. Chip Away. We're going to be ending that off this Saturday. So check out that, a review of Chip Away by Duff McKagan.
Now, you promised me you like this song.
Yeah, this was actually not bad on my first couple listens. I haven't listened to this in a while, though. But and this is like the one song I listened to when this album first came out. So I just picked whatever from it.
These last 3 weeks, we've got through the song so quick because I just turn it down and ignore it after a while because it's so boring.
Last week's what for me wasn't too bad. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't too bad. The week before that was fucking horrible.
Yeah. Will Frost be joining us again? I didn't think to ask him.
We'll see if we send the invitation over. Maybe. Who knows?
Well, to be continued, I guess.
To be found out this Saturday on the finale of Tender Loving Duff Month on Shotcast Saturday. Come on over.
Oh my God, shoes.
Come on over.
Speaking of shoes, guys, next time you go buy shoes, trust me, buy this brand.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, dude. I happened to stumble across these accidentally. And yes, the most comfortable shoe I've ever put on. We're not getting paid for that, by the way. No.
It's Hey Dude, not Hey Jude.
That's right.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah, don't buy the Hey Jude. Those are the bootleg ones on the they sell on Wish. Hey Jude shoes.
They would get sued instantly.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of the Guns and Radio podcast. Be sure to come back and go over to our Discord. Head over to gunsrandradio.com, get your invite to our Discord where you can go and leave your opinion on talk to what do you think about getting the ring? Let us know your thoughts on it. We'd be interested to hear your opinion on the matter. And also be sure to come back on Monday and on Saturday. As always, we're getting back in some Mrs. Stradlin, and it is going to be awesome. So until next time, I'm Dusty Bones.
And I'm Chris Caputo. We'll see you guys Saturday, the finale of Tender Loving Doth Month. And next week, some more Izzy Stradlin. Telling you guys, stay safe. Peace out. We'll see you on the next one. Deuces.
Woo! Get your dick.